Namaste students, my name is Jevins Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So in this lecture, we are going to study about the biomedical engineering, introduction and application of medical biotechnology. So in the previous lecture, we have discussed this in detail, but this was incomplete. So let's complete it. And first we will recap that for what we have studied in the previous lecture. So the introduction and application of the medical biotechnology and the application of the biotechnology in the healthcare. So there are overlapping topics, and these applications you can write in the biotechnology in healthcare also. Okay. So in the previous lecture, we have studied using the examples. In the first, we have studied the biomedical imaging, and in that we have studied first the radiography. That the radiography is the imaging technique. For example, X-rays, gamma rays, and the some ionizing radiations you use to take a picture of the object. Okay, so it is applicable in the medical radiography, diagnostic in therapeutic. It is also utilized in the industry purposes, and in the airports, etc. You have find that there are the body scanners, so that they have the same principles of the radiography. Okay, then we studied that what is the CT scan. It is again the same the example of the radiography. Then we studied about the MRI. What is that? Magnetic resonance imaging, and it do not have the utilization of the ionizing radiation, so that is safer, and it is the good replacement of the CT scan. But it has some negative aspects, that it is uncomfortable, and it is somewhat risky, because it have the high power magnetic field. So that's why any type of metal, if there, it creates it creates problem. Okay, and the patient which have the implants with the metal implants, they are unable to do the MRI. Okay, the structure of the machine is also somewhat discomforting, because it is a narrow and confined tube. You have to go inside that, and it is somewhat noisy, so it may feel that it is somewhat discomfortable. Okay, but it gives a better result, and it is a good machine. And most of in the MRI, the hydrogen atoms are used to create the images. Okay, some other atoms can also be utilized, but because in our body most abundant atom is the hydrogen, because it is present in the water, in the fat, in all things it is present, so it gives somewhat better results. Okay, so we have studied the nuclear medicine, and nuclear medicine is gives us the endoradiology. Okay, or the imaging from inside the body. Okay, so this is not this process is unlike a diagnostic X-ray, where external radiation is passed through the body, okay, to form an image. But here the internal radiations will come. The nuclear medicine imaging, the radio pharmaceuticals are taken internally, for example using the oral solution or the intravenous injection. We studied about the ultrasound. Okay, so you say the sonography, and it is the sound waves, but it have the upper limit of the sound waves, and that is not audible to us from 20 kilohertz to the several gigahertz. Okay, so we also studied about the ECG, that is the electrocardiogram, and it is utilized to capture the functioning and the defects in the heart. Okay, so that's we have already studied. Now in the further, the biomechanical engineering. So It is a bioengineering subdiscipline and which applies the principles of the mechanical engineering to biological systems and stems from the scientific discipline of the biomechanics. Okay, so here the principles of the mechanical engineering is utilized. So the prosthetics such as the dentures are the replacement of the teeth, or it may be complete denture or it may be incomplete denture. If all teeth are have gone, then we have to use the complete denture. If some natural teeth are available, then it may be a partial denture. And artificial limb replacement is example of the biomechanical engineering. Then surgical devices and systems such as the robotic and laser surgery is related with the biomedical engineering. Okay. Then systems, it is like the system to monitor the vital signs and the blood chemistry. And the implanted devices such as insulin pumps, pacemakers, and the artificial organs. So these all are related with the biomechanical engineering because it utilizes the principle of the mechanical engineering. Okay. And then next example of is the biosensors and the biosignal processing. Okay, means what is the biosensor? Means that can sense the biological molecules. Okay, so a biosensor is an analytical device used for the detection of a chemical substance that combines a biological component with a physicochemical detector. Okay, so the very well known example is the blood glucose biosensor. Okay, it is utilized by the diabetic patients or normal patients which want to know the blood glucose level. So in that a sensor is there that sense the amount of the glucose present in blood. Okay, so like that there are other biosensors also that can sense the other chemical component of the blood. Okay, so next is the biomaterials. So what are the biomaterials? Means materials which are utilizes in the biology. Is it that? Okay, so definition is the biomaterials are the substances that has been engineered to interact with the biological system for a medical purpose, either a therapeutic or a diagnostic. Okay, so biomaterial is not the biological material. Okay, because biological materials are they are not artificial, they are biological, so they are our original part. Okay, so biomaterials are not originally, they are modified somewhat and they are made by us. Okay, biomaterials in the medical biotechnology are the substances that has been engineered, okay, that has been changed, that has been modified to interact with our biological system. Okay, so they should not have the toxicity, they should not affect our original components of like the cells or tissues. Okay, so they are modified to interact with the biological system for a medical purpose, either the therapeutic or diagnostic. Okay, so you can utilize them as a therapy, or like the stem cell therapy is there. Okay, and you can utilize them as the diagnostic one. Okay, diagnostic purpose can also be fulfilled. Okay, so what are the example of the biomaterials? Like the contact lenses are there. Okay, so they are not natural, but they interact with our system, and they do not generally do not create any problem with our system. Okay, then pacemaker is there. Okay, heart walls is there, biomaterial scaffolds is there, orthopedic devices is there. Okay, stem cells are there. So these are the examples of the biomaterials. So is it clear now? Okay, biomaterials. Now next is the antioxidant therapy and the natural bioactives. Okay, so the natural antioxidants are widely distributed in food and medicinal plants, and these natural antioxidants, specifically the polyphenols and the carotenoids, exhibit a wide range of biological effects, including the anti-inflammatory effect, anti-aging effect, anti-atherosclerosis effect, anti-cancer effect. Okay, so that can be utilized in the functional foods, pharmaceuticals, and the food additives as a food additive. So to increase the goodness of food, to increase the nutritional value, not exactly the nutritional value, but their therapeutic values can also be increased. Okay, so this was all about the applications of applications of the medical biotechnology, or you can say the um, healthcare applications of the biotechnology. Okay, so in this we have studied the various biomedical imaging devices like radiography, MRI, nuclear medicine, ultrasound, ECG. Okay, and we have studied other applications like the biomechanical engineering, in that the prosthetics are their surgical devices, artificial limbs, dentures. Okay, uh, then we have studied about the biosensors and biosignal processing. For example, the blood glucose biosensor. Then we have studied about the biomaterials utilized in the medical biotechnology. So example of the biomaterials is the contact lenses, pacemaker, heart valves, biomaterial scaffold, orthopedic devices. Okay, then finally we have studied about the antioxidant therapy and natural bioactives utilized in the healthcare applications of biotechnology. Okay, so hope you are satisfied with this detailed session. And if you have any query, any doubt, you can write in the comment box. This session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.